Welcome back everyone to the road to Rio and to our China closed qualifier. We are now in game 2 between TYLOO and WUgaSsS. My name is Canafit, joined by Grim and Renar, and we are in a grim situation indeed for WUgaSsS.
I think that's honestly a poet way to put it, and well, this CT side, it's looking give or take right now with this early pistol round. Fights going back and forth, but it will be TYLOO to take the advantage, but it's taken away. It's back as soon as I said it, because look at this LAN with the dual barriers up close, still just one for one. No one is able to get an advantage for more than 2 seconds.
I mean, the reason why we say this is such a bad situation for WUgaSsS to be in is they do not have a win on Ancient on record at all. They played it 3 times, they've lost it 3 times, and 2 of those losses have been to TYLOO.
Very dominant as well, but so far, unless someone gets a 1v2 pistol round, which isn't out of the equation, this will at least be a good start in the right direction for WUgaSsS. But Summer, he's got 55 seconds to play with. He has no armor. He will spot out one long player and doesn't connect the early goosh. Will he realize that Bingo is so close? And he will, but it does not matter when he hits the first bullet and WUgaSsS up. They win the round.
Alright, well, a decent start for them, still. I mean, I suppose we have learnt across the whole lot today not to rely too heavily on the precedent, since certainly WUgaSsS put up a pretty decent fight before. Maybe they can break the historical losing streak here in Ancient. I still wouldn't count on it, but this round, at least, they're going to look very strong.
Should be a very easy one for the CT side. I mean, I literally see no reason why this wouldn't be. That's the thing, is I genuinely don't see a single point of contention here unless slowly just literally just kills all 5 of them. Like that.
Okay. You see, all you need to do is ask, Freddy. Ask and you'll be delivered unto you. Though Ian's job, well, thankfully changing over from Chief from before to make life a lot easier. The land getting dropped first of all. We see the WUgaSsS are immediately all over the site, and slowly he's going to actually try and pull it off again. They haven't been able to pick up the gun, but they might be able to pick up a second kill.
He hits these. That's what I'm saying. He hits these. But the problem is, I mean, the bomb could actually go down, because look at this. They're both in cave. Okay, now they're both site. Yeah, there's no way the bomb goes down now.
TYLOO, they've got around 45 seconds left to play with. It doesn't look like Slowly is going to stay in position to allow for an advance up at A. Sensing that there's more trouble coming, we have got the Deagles. We have to put on some serious firepower. Damage being done. Bingo and Child King cleaning up on the site. TYLOO, it was all put together so carefully, but now it's all falling apart.
I mean, if they had AKs here, or even maybe Tech 9s and armor and utility, they win the round. Honestly, I think they do. But WUgaSsS, probably a little bit scary, but it's still against an eco nonetheless. So it's a round they should have won, and they did well to only lose 1 player, especially since he was the first player to die. And now TYLOO, they've got 5 AKs out. They've got a lot of smokes, a lot of flashbangs. Let's see what they do with it. I'm interested. Are they doing a fast mid? What are they going to do?
Yeah, I'm intrigued as well, because, you know, we've seen certainly TYLOO take a slow and steady approach quite a lot of times, and looks like this time they are going to be waiting out some of this utility, which is, of course, we can see wise. WUgaSsS out, trucking out a couple of HE grenades, which would have chunked out TYLOO before they got anywhere. Child King, though, hyper-aggressive and gets paid off!
That is the poet style they need. Upgrades himself to an AK, gives himself a 2-man advantage, and that is absolutely perfection. Only problem is that if you're walking into middle then and losing the advantage slowly, one by one, this is not happy days for them whatsoever. Child King, oh, he's going for more. This man is hungry. He was so good of Inferno, but sadly couldn't get his team over the line. Does just jiggle. I don't know if he saw them, but he seems very aware that they could be there. Doesn't actually hit the first shot, runs away, and now this 3v3 has been dwindled away. Dark Danking's gonna get flashed out, but the problem is the flash pops as he's through the smoke already. So Bingo collects those 2 frags. WUgaSsS now in a 1v3 4K. He spots out the first mid player. Not sure if he's going to expect that second. Knows that Bingo's towards middle. It's towards the B. Bombs actually. Gets the bomb. Is looking back, but reloads the weapon at possibly his worst time. Still just about fails, but Martin does secure it, and BnTeT probably couldn't have got any more unlucky in that 1v3.
Oh boy, well, wings up. Things are looking up for them. They've got the money. Well, at least they've got a decent amount of money on Martin, at the very least. Child King's going to be re-equipping as well, and TYLOO will have to bow out of this early game. I'm really impressed with what we're seeing from Wings Up. It feels like, you know, they've got the right answers a lot of the time to what TYLOO were doing, and I don't think TYLOO were expecting Wings Up to be this fierce this early.
I don't think they were expecting the aggression from just Child King by himself, but then you saw all the fundamentals just dwindled away as the round progressed, so that could be a little bit terrifying for Wings Up in the longevity of this. 3-0 is a good start for the CT side, and TYLOO, they're looking not as super strong yet, but again, we've seen literally one gun round, so I don't think there's really much to work off on. And Martin, he's all alone on this A bomb site right now. He could get overwhelmed.
He could, but he's not going to be. Keeping cool as a cucumber locks down to 3, and TYLOO are left battered and bruised. Last one down, and that is a clean round for Wings Up as they look to build their economy further.
That is actually super, super clean. Martin and Bingo yet to die. This is always a good sign for them. That's always nice. No AWP out just yet for the CT side. We will have one out for the T side. Danking will be proudly wheeling that big green. And if he's going to be as dangerous as he was on Inferno, I think Wings Up could already be in a lot of trouble.
Of course, it did take a while for Danking to really kind of come up and make the impact that we think people had expected of them coming into the game. So I do wonder if maybe TYLOO will be looking to come back more on their CT half. But Wings Up right now, they've got every round they could ask for. We're looking for that first frag.
Got to be careful here though, because Summer's been smoked off and flashed off. They could be fighting from Shelf alongside Donut. Gas will be only go for that first. That is a very nice and effective trade. But as I said, watch out for Ledge here. Summer's just sitting in the smoke. BnTeT could get timed a little bit, but no. They're going to firstly not push. Summer's actually going to push. They're going to get flashed in. The flash misses. So TYLOO, they do give up the advantage, but then Martin just walks into Danking scope, and slowly's got the rotations, and this is so far pretty good from TYLOO.
This isn't the kind of, this wasn't a situation I was at all expecting for TYLOO to come back and threaten to actually win their first round. Child King now being gone. Oh. Bingo on the other side of the smoke slowly presents themselves for execution, and it's down to a 2-on-2.
I mean, there's still a lot of time on the clock as well. Bingo, he's going to get caught off guard here. I don't think he expects double in Donut. There is no smoke. There's only a flash and there's actually nothing at all now. They know Bingo's in middle. He's yet to die. He could be trying to withhold death to try and continue his just... He's literally a god right now. He's a titan. No one can bring him down. And 8-0, you got to respect it.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Bingo, makes out of the round. It's still, the major force behind Wings Up's success in the early going. And TYLOO taking a lot longer to get started than they would have liked. Summer, we can see there, and Attacker, both with 0 kills so far. That's a real cause for concern.
It definitely is. However, TYLOO, with their first on the board, is to step in the right direction they need. Martin will be AWPing instead of LAN early on. Interesting to see where he goes with that. And he actually is going to be playing middle. A bomb site player normally. Will they be aggressing middle here, or will they just going to play chill on middle and then play A, especially seeing how they've got 3 towards B early on? Ooh.
That was a little close for comfort. Attacker, and thank the lucky stars, the bullets whizzed by their head for the most part. Zillow, TYLOO, they are split. This could go real poorly for Wings Up if the TYLOO squad bring themselves back together, but right now it's pushing up mid. I've got TYLOO with a chance to bust down Ian and Child King in a second. I'm waiting to see if maybe that will turn the other way.
I mean, Slowly has got an unbelievable timing there. He's able to not get swung on, but do the swinging. And that's perfect. You're forcing Wings Up to make a play here, as they've got 3 players towards B. Danking's holding for it perfectly. Just gotta be patient. He's actually just gotta hold the angle. He's giving me a lot of anxiety right now with the amount he's moving. And okay, he will get punished for it momentarily. Gets a tag and actually, well, supports the team killing. Bingo though, this man is an anchor god. He does it like he's on a bomb site. He was continuously, time and time again, the reason why they were surviving in the game. But he's not going to get as much tested this time.
No, Bingo will have to settle for, I think, probably just one. Because TYLOO, they've got the line on the A site. Martin will be there to meet them momentarily. Where slowly, currently, it's going to be going face to face. This will be these assists coming in from Bingo. And while the plant is made, TYLOO, they're going to defend from off the site.
I'm very nervous here. There is a kit for Bingo, but no utility. Danking, holding this long angle, should hit that shot, but he doesn't. Oh, this is really dangerous now. I'm very scared. Martin's been able to post up here. As soon as they swing on the angle just like that, they will get a free frag, but Danking, he does eliminate him finally. Attacking now, it's all under him. 1 versus 2. He gets the player jumping off site and will not allow for the defuse to come in. TYLOO, they pick up their second, but god damn, is that close.
Good lord, as you say, I think we are in deep heart attack territory. Are exactly going to be spiking the whole way through this game because these teams don't leave anything behind. Even Wings Up fighting uphill as they are based on their record against TYLOO on Ancient. Oh my gosh. They don't give any, there's no gaps in this game at all.
Oh, this is just dead close, dead even. No one is able to fully pull aggress, and for TYLOO, they're up against an ego here. They're going to get 3 rounds on this T side. If they're able to start gaining a monopoly on their economy, if they're able to start gaining some momentum, getting 4, 5, 6, 7 rounds on the T side, the more you get, you're just getting your chance. Like, it's literally just doubling your chance to win this map every single round you take off the CT side, allowing you more of a purpose going into that second half. And right now, obviously, this is going to be a done and dusted round. Bingo is going to find his second death unless he just kills all 5 of them, which, you know what? How this series has gone, I wouldn't even put it past him.
You don't ask for much, Freddy, but I suppose you got to take your chances. This time it won't happen, and it will be death number 2. That's still going to be the least killed player in the game by quite a considerable amount. Bingo doing a hell of a lot of work here. Child King just behind them with 8 kills so far. Over the other side, TYLOO, they're actually catching up pretty well, and slowly their biggest fragger right now.
That's a deagle. I thought he was going to be picking up an AWP. Okay. Lan literally has a deagle for this round. That's not good. They've got 3 towards B early on. TYLOO are taking control towards middle. I mean, they might be able to quickly identify what's happened here and just rotate off. You've got Danking holding the long angle. If they walk into him, that could be very perilous for them. And, I mean, a nice play from Wings Up, but was it worth it? Yes, apparently, because now Lan, the deagle, has got an AK.
Well, that was the plan the whole time. You see, it was a discount. You know, a 5-finger discounts for sure. Won't get to enjoy it for too long, though. That's mid-control falls to TYLOO. They've got now the options, but they have got Bingo and Child King on their flank, and I don't know if BNTeT will be able to stand against them if Wings Up come charging out.
It's more if he peeks this angle. If they come around the corner, I think he can gamble on the fact that they don't check him. Martin has been spotted in the middle there. Summer saw the gun bullet, so you know there's someone nearby. I think that is just basically screaming to TYLOO. There's 2 players towards B. They've got to clear this effectively, and that's not very effective with Attacker. Also, just inches away from dying. 17 HP, Summer, he's gone walking. He might call for his team to go back towards the A bomb site. That's exactly what's going to happen. He needs to be careful, though. Wait, actually, he's not going to see any of them. He's literally not going to spot anyone on this A bomb site. He's in Temple. He might see someone Donuts, but it's actually quite a big... Yeah, he's going to catch Martin, which he does just about. Sees the second, and now they know the last 2 players are over towards B. But look at the HP on some of these players, Pete.
Yeah, they are very close to dead. Summer does at least manage to sell their life dearly long enough for the bomb to get planted. No! And we are officially out of time. Danking will have to retreat away. And wow. There we go. The swing finally happens back, but it was a brutal affair.
I understand he got the kill on CT and he's held for that angle, but why is he not holding for the smoke? You've got 7 seconds, you've planted so CT can't really aggress. They can't deny the bomb, but you've planted in front of the smoke. Surely your first point is to just stick on that smoke until your player can get his rifle out. But no, TYLOO, they don't get the bomb down. They do save the AWP over, and they're going to go for a fast A push. They've identified that Wings Up are just sending everyone towards B early on. And now, would you look at this? TYLOO, they've got a 3A bomb site, taking a lot of... This is exactly what Lin Vision were doing against TYLOO, so it's good to see that they're learning from their losses, basically. A spam and a dink does connect onto Attacker, slowly does replenish this donut smoke, but he's going to be careful here. He's got so many players right in front of him with this utility. I mean, it's perfect right now.
Yeah, nicely placed through the smoke. Wings Up are still pushing in, but they've taken all the damage on the way in. Gas coming back, still it's taken out. Bingo and Child King still standing, and Wings Up, they're left in control of the site, but they've lost the numbers.
They do have a kit on Bingo. Child King trying to find the bomb isn't the one with the kit, so TYLOO, even if he does tap it, it really doesn't, or stick, it doesn't matter. And Wings Up, well, they're just going to save. TYLOO, they keep 3 alive. Wings Up keep 2 alive. Attacker literally surviving on 1 HP. And TYLOO, again, honestly, they can just trade these rounds. 1 for 1 for 1 for 1. If they get 6 rounds at the half, boom, I still see that as a win. We were talking about this in the first game, and I was talking about how 9 is like the bare, you know, you get 9, and that's rough. It's hard. It's hard to work with 9. Not on the CT side, that is.
Well, slowly doing an incredible job for TYLOO, picking up the 3K in the last round, managing to get up to double-digit kills. TYLOO, if it worked before, it will work again. A is for Apple, B is for everybody else. Onto the site straight away, and Martin, just the pistol, is being driven back. There are still a couple of rifles and Wings Up to try and retake.
There's a flashbang on land. He's going to throw us out now. It's going to blind literally everyone, and they're going to be careful because this is going to happen. The USPs are storming down. BnTeT and Summer, it's all down to them. BnTeT, he's got literally the world on his shoulders. 3 players in front of him. He's going to be good for 2, but Summer, now in a 1 versus 3, drops a Molotov towards back default. No one's on the bomb yet, but now there's actually a kit. There's a kit on Bingo. He doesn't think there is one, but Summer won't even get a single frag, and Wings Up with a full eco and 1 saved A1S and kit, will secure a 6th round. There was 1 single flashbang brought into that round, and it secures them another lead, and TYLOO fumble the bag in the most astronomical way.
Oh my god, this game! I mean, it's at least giving and giving. These teams, I don't even know if it's coming down to strategy at this point. It's just 2 teams who want to take chunks out of each other. Wings Up going to be throwing out that early util as we will see the change of strategy for TYLOO. No more rushes towards A. Instead, it's time for something a little bit more B.
I don't know how that nade didn't do any damage on anyone, but Attacker's got to be careful because he's always on 4 HP after the nade and Molotov. Utility can be a hard mistress, and this smoke that Wings Up throw, they've thrown it a lot, and it's really... Oh, yep. Attacker probably shouldn't stand in a position where you can get spammed, and slowly he's just not learning from his teammates' mistakes, and of all places to stand, that was not the one, but that smoke that they're throwing there cuts off so much info, and it's just scary more than anything, because by doing that, Wings Up are just cutting up parts of the map in their favor. But right now, look where BnTeT is. He's going to be the only hope and savior for this team right now. He tried to do it last round against the Eco. He's going to try to do it now, but Lan is holding him at long range. He's going to just have to win that duel.
Yeah, controlling up in mid. Certainly a point of hope, but yeah, for TYLOO, from what I've been a really, savage exchange backwards and forwards of rounds, now Wings Up are going to fall back a little bit off of sight. Slowly. It's going to be moving in a second as, well, there goes the Ben, there goes the top support, and there goes the formation collapsing inwards with TYLOO, and everything is going to hell.
I mean, they tried their best. It was just a round that went progressively worse, and worse. Child King showing why he is one of the best players in this server, maybe even the tournament. 15-6 right now. He's hitting some very tasty shots. TYLOO, they don't get the bomb down. They don't really have any loss bonus. They have 2,400 for next round, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it actually says anywhere, so I'm just playing guessing games. They're going to be able to buy next round. This is a An attempt to do what Wings Up did to them, I guess.
I mean, it's worth a try, isn't it? You're giving up very little in exchange for the attempt. Good molly will divide the team in two, which will cut down the effective firepower for Child King and for Lando. Firepower has never been a problem.
I mean, he has the confidence. He just has the pure and utter confidence by his side with that USP to just swing him back into the angle, and he also hits the first bullet. That is superb. TYLOO with 3 rounds left in the half. If they win these next 3, happy days. If not, maybe 1 or 2. But if they lose 11-4, that's definitely going to make their life a lot harder. And Wings Up already doing much better than they have in previous interactions with TYLOO on Ancient.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty wild to be here at the moment where this relationship between the two teams may actually significantly change. Wings Up looking really good. Child King, of course, nearly up to 20 kills so far. Nobody on TYLOO is even close to that.
Maybe this is just an off day for TYLOO on Ancient. They're not looking too hot on it right now, but Attacker looking to change this to now. But, well, the counter utility for Wings Up is just much, much better. TYLOO, they've got 2 players already in the grave, but it's all a ruse. They're going to be going towards the A bomb site. Martin misses that first AWP shot. They're not going to give him another chance at it, and the bomb should be able to go down. But, well, everyone else is dead.
At least the plant gets made, but yeah, Wings Up are coming. Summer, though, drops the hammer on Wings Up, which means there's nobody coming from the south. Now it's down to Slowly in the north. We do know that Slowly has got the power. Gets 1, gets 2. Martin's the last one standing, and TYLOO fighting back out of the corner. Martin makes it to 1-on-1, but Summer finishes the job.
No, that is a frag movie right there. 2 of the most unreal spray downs I've seen in a good while. TYLOO, I said they had to get 7 if they wanted to give themselves a lot of comfortable breathing room, and well, that's exactly what they did. That's ridiculous. Summer hits the man mid-air on the spray. That is ridiculous.
Whenever you think this fight is done, it just seems to give us more and more. But Wings Up, they've still got the money to buy, and they've actually got a ton of cash for these last couple of rounds, so they are still coming out the gate swinging. TYLOO, they are a little bit cheaper, unfortunately, for them to build on that win.
It is also, it's just, what can you do about that if you're Wings Up? Like, what can you do about that? You're playing together, you have 2 CT, 1 Temple, 2 Donut, and you just all get spray transferred. Unlucky?
No, I think you're just going to kill Slowly early so they don't get into a position where they even can clutch around.
That is, I'm speechless. That was superb.
Follow-up here is still going to be very important for TYLOO, though. If they can get another win off the back of that, they'll certainly do more to shut a few mouths of the Wings Up supporters who've certainly been well rewarded so far this game. Van heading in, finds the first one, but doesn't see Attacker. The B assault is still in motion.
WUgaSsS should be able to upgrade to an AK, I think, somewhere on the floor, or an A1S at least. It's picked up an AK. Attacker's actually going to get an A1S, I think. TYLOO, they're setting Slowly out middle. I mean, he's done this so many rounds. He just seems to consistently be able to open up towards Donut, but he doesn't expect that second player. I like that from Martin to go and just cover where his teammates instantly died. No way Slowly expects that. TYLOO, they're still going to progress towards his B bomb site. The problem is, Child King, the absolute animal, looking to become an adult here and get over 20 frags. Oh,
well, he's with Bingo, who is the other top fragger for the Wings squad, so they should be in good company here. 2 versus 3. We'll see if they get spotted going face to face. Bingo is dropped. Now it's down to the Child King. Walks through the smoke, here to claim their souls. Chases them down, but Attacker does turn it. Look for last kill against Martin.
Got 3
it's
bullets.
1-on-1 with 1 HP, and they can't do it.
How does he get 2 there? How in any right universe is that the case? This game is ridiculous. It just never stops. It doesn't cease to just give me the most gobsmacked faces. I wish you could see my camera right now. It's just my mouth wide open, confused is the best word I can say, because this is amazing.
You're gonna take some screenshots for your future YouTube compilations of this
YouTube
very
thumbnails.
match.
Literally a thumbnail.
Oh boy. So at least we have almost reached the halfway point where we will get the chance to catch our breath. The TYLOO, they are coming in a little under-equipped for the round, but we still don't know what to expect as the Child King is gone. Bingo as well. That's the two heavy hitters out of action instantly.
But then WUgaSsS just peeks mid solo and gets 2. Both full HP players. TYLOO from a 5 versus 3 to a 3 versus 3. We've seen this happen a few times. The bomb's down in T spawns. They can't actually do anything right now. It will be collected by Summer, but you gotta look at the HP. Summer's on 9. BnTeT's on 41. Summer's actually holding for Martin. Ooh, he needs to get the kill. Honestly, him not getting the kill there is really, really big. It allows a lot of space for WUgaSsS.
That's WUgaSsS and Lan on the B site. Attacker then move around the corner. Ben taken out on the way in. Attacker gets one in trade. Now it's down to the 9 HP Summer. Surely there's no way they can even get the plant down.
It doesn't even matter if he has the bomb down, because he's not playing for economical reasons. He will force it down, but that nade, yeah, it's going to land on him, and he won't be living for too much longer in this half, and WUgaSsS 10-5. They've doubled their rounds that they last got against TYLOO. And may I reiterate, the last time these two teams faced, it was a 16-4 victory for TYLOO. And that was, as well, when they picked it. So, they started on the T side. They had a 12-3 half. They weren't tested as much on the CT side against WUgaSsS. So we're unsure a little bit to what to maybe expect, because last time we saw this team on their CT side earlier today against Vision, they weren't exactly successful, and they were getting exploited a lot towards the A-bomb site.
I think we're actually not going to basically... I remember before, of course, we've been seeing several more lengthy half times. It looks like both these teams, they don't want to waste even a moment getting into the second half. They're out of the gate swinging. WUgaSsS, I think they can sense that map 3 may not be that far away.
This would be very disappointing if WUgaSsS are actually able to lose this one, because they're looking so good right now. BnTeT, I like that smoke. He does just force them to look in his angles. It actually gives so much space to these side players, where Summer is going to take full capitalization of that. Running around! Oh, Summer, that is ridiculous. TYLOO, what a pistol round, and what an explosive way to start this second half.
It is the showcase of the summer. What in the world? This game, we'll say it enough times because it just keeps on happening. Summer up to 14 kills, draws even with Slowly. We are seeing, career-making performances here from both squads, from nearly all the players coming in, having their moment in the sun, and each is more ridiculous than the last.
I genuinely am trying to process so many things right now. This is an absolute unbelievable game. We're seeing a highlight reel just unfold in front of us. And TYLOO, I mean, this is exactly what they need, to be honest. They denied getting the bomb down. They won the pistol round. They're farming up on the second round. The SMG gets 2 kills. That's an extra $1,200 in his pocket. I don't see a better scenario right now.
I mean, this is what needs to be in place, because of course these two will be clawing at each other to try and get across the finish line. WUgaSsS, I'm still so incredibly impressed by Child King. They are still the strongest individual player in the lobby, but TYLOO, it does feel like they take longer to come online, but I think it's starting to finally happen.
Against Rare Atom, Child King was solo, just winning a lot of these rounds for the team, and he's been doing the same in this series. The problem is, as soon as he stops, I'm going to get a little bit scared. Both Attacker and BnTeT have pushed aggressive in front of this utility put down by WUgaSsS. They do have a little bit of help from Ram, but it does not matter. Attack now is just going to get blown down. Child King, this man's on fire. Can anyone stop him? He is unbelievable. is just ridiculous. How is he able to do that twice? Just both kills. He gets dinked and then returns the favor.
It's down to 8 HP though, so I hope, at least for TYLOO's sake, they retire for the rest of the round. No, Chalking gets yet another kill and comes in for number 4. Serve yourselves up on a plate, Dan King. No, refuses to bow, but they're left on their lonesome 1 versus 2. Surely this is still the Wings round and their way into the half.
I mean, he might catch off the bomb middle here. I think that's exactly what he's going to do. The bomb's in front of him, but he cannot connect the shot. Lan hits the cranium. And sign that looks so good for TYLOO has just tumbled away because Child King went, yeah, I'm going to kill you all.
Oh, my lord. So only 2 rounds before Wings Up get back into some semblance of control. Does mean that TYLOO, they're going to be seeing this one out with a pistol round, saving up a lot of cash. Building up for sunnier days in the future where hopefully Child King goes on holiday.
I mean, he needs to chill. I feel bad for TYLOO right now. It's a close map. There's still a lot of time and a lot of rounds to be played. TYLOO, they are going to be having what, a 5-round deficit. Honestly, unless just the magic happens again, there's no secret flashbang that TYLOO have in their back pocket. They do just have the individuals and, well, the USPs more than anything, but it doesn't matter when Child King is just, well, Valor hit 30. Never mind, Dan King's eliminated him. That's an AK. No way. Surely not, right, Counterfeit?
I'm never sure about anything with these 2 teams. I thought the entire point of that round was that Child King stayed out the fight and that allowed TYLOO in, but yeah, they went hunting instead. Now down to 2 members, GUgaSsS on top, floating as a GUgaSsS is wont to do. Dan King is left versus Bingo. 15 kills versus 9, and Dan King cannot win the 1v1.
Honestly, I know it's going to be really heartbreaking for them, and they're going to think, okay, we actually could have won that, but they get 4 kills.
Yes.
And they had a CZ Deagle 3 USPs. I wouldn't exactly be too disappointed with that performance. Dan King has been just non-existent on this map so far. He was an absolute animal in Inferno. I was hyping him up going into the second map. I was saying he was very inconsistent across the whole day, and that was a sign that I did comment on Inferno, and then he decided to just start killing everyone. So maybe this is a time where we do see that animal of an AWPer come back out into play, and this is, I mean, it would be the most important time to see it, wouldn't it?
I mean, this is, I think, where we need Coach Renard to come back in. We just give Dan King enough crap about the performance and they'll suddenly take flight. It has been proven with science. Of course, Child King, we've been praising them quite a lot, and they've been giving us a lot of reason to do so.
He's got a 2 KD, and it's over 2 as well, which is ridiculous. Slowly, he's going to be in a bit of trouble here from both middle and shelf. He's going to do well at securing both those fights, but the problem is, everyone is just really quickly died. Martin's on 6 HP, Bingo's 13, Lands on 48. Everyone is a shell of their human being, but then Dan King on this big green is not going to be able to take capitalization of this. WUgaSsS, he's going to have to be the man of the hour. He's got a timing here if he jumps up and peeks towards B, but the problem is he's not actually going to go for the play. And Dan King, there's no way he stops off everything. He's missed the timing a little bit. He'll peek, he'll find the second player, won't hit that first shot again. And TYLOO, they're looking like they're going to put us into a 3rd map.
Very likely, yeah. The opportunities, the windows of opportunity have passed here as, oh my gosh, Lan almost swung into Ben, but it didn't happen. So that's up to 13, and yeah, every sign seems to point to a 3rd map, and as I said, this is almost unprecedented for Wings Up to be playing this well in Ancient, but this is the time for them to do it.
I'm shocked. I never thought this map would go in the way it has, and I think a big factor has just been Child King, where he's got, you know, you take any 2 players, and he's got more kills than them combined. What can you do against that? You can't.
It doesn't seem like there is an answer. For TYLOO, they're going to be, well, I guess their answer this round is to stack up the A site and have slowly out there trying to fish for a pick and maybe a gun. Going to be, I think, a little bit too much to ask for them, and Wings Up, so close to the finish line here that you can walk it onto B without even having to kill anybody, but why not take Slowly with you?
The other 4 players just cowering over on the A-bomb site. Don't see them doing too much this round, to be honest here, Pete. I think it's going to be a 14th for the T side. And with that said, it's going to have to be a 9-round-in-a-row masterclass on the CT side for TYLOO. If they want to close it out in regulation, if not, they're still have to going to get 8 out of the next 9 to make it to overtime.
I guess at least, well, I suppose we put ourselves into a situation here where, yeah, TYLOO, they've at least got the minds to be able to fight back in the next round, but yeah, not seeing, the same signs. I think, remember we mentioned this before, that, we needed hero performances from TYLOO. We got that from Summer right at the beginning of this half, but I think there just aren't any heroes left for TYLOO to call upon.
It's just getting a little, yeah, it's going towards the end now, where it's just thinking, is this just going to be us going to Dust 2? And Wings Up winning their first map on Ancient for a while now.
The first one ever.
Yeah, well, the first one in the last 3 months or so.
Oh yeah, I suppose that's true.
And they've got 10 more rounds than they got against TYLOO when they came against them only about a month and a bit ago. Less than a month and a bit ago. I think maybe just under a month.
Oh boy. Well, this has been a heart attack of a map. I think we'll be honestly a little glad when it's over and we can move on to the decider, because TYLOO still not seeing the signs of life we would need to for a comeback, but you're right, this is the round it happens, if at all. Dan King will be looking out for you. Slowly and Summer have been the 2 that have stepped up for the TYLOO squad. We'll see if they can do it again.
There has been some absolute unreal individual performances on both sides, and now TYLOO, they've got to cash in all their chips. This is a time when every single lucky performance is now theirs. Child King is lucky to still be alive, to be honest, after that one. He had a player just shooting him when he had his head down. And BnTeT, he's got 3 players in the smoke in front of him. There's no way he expects this. And he does see the first, but he can't. Oh, actually, he does get the first, but then instantly traded out. There's no one immediately on the A bomb site. Slowly will make his way here. The smoke on the A main does actually help him a lot. He's going to swing out, lines them up on Donut. Only go for the first, spots out the bomb. Wild Child is not anywhere to be seen, and that's going to give Slowly a very good opportunity to get 3 frags. He's barely surviving, but Child King, 29-13. I wouldn't even say this is that impossible. The bomber's down in front of him. He's got 2 in front of him and 1 towards Temple, but it does not matter because Slowly, 4 to his name, 20 kills he's got now, and this is the start of those 9 rounds I was speaking about.
Oh boy, Slowly and Summer, it has been their game, and of course, it should be slowly picking up their 4K when Summer started off the round, or started off the half with a 4K of their own. It does feel like the game is in the hands of those 2 players for TYLOO. A huge uphill battle. Wings Up, so very close to the end.
I see a potential comeback in place. Slowly's been incredible for this whole game. He's been really impressing me, to be honest. It's a shame that everyone else hasn't. They're just going to now take a lot of space towards B. I don't think they realize that both Bingo and Child King are just kind of chilling in cave. And again, Wings Up are going to do that smoke I was talking about they did on the CT side. They can do it on the T side because it works both ways.
Yeah, very cheeky. In this case, it's going to mean that Slowly, it's going to be isolated from Dan King coming in from support. Now it's down to Slowly to try and hold their ground here, up to 20 kills. This time they don't get the shot. There is Ben coming in for support and attacker as well. Martin and Gas, they do not have the bomb. That's over on the B site. But this brawl could still turn the round.
And that's exactly what it might be. Dan King, he needs this. He needs to survive. As soon as he dies here, there's going to be so much space. But we're taking them all down with him. Honestly, the fact he's got 1-for-1 there is as much as you can ever want on the fight on ledge. Those 2 kills, very, very important. Attacker and Summer. It's all down to them, but it's all going to be down to individuals because 25 seconds left. They're playing separated CS. I'm not a huge fan of this. They need to pick a bomb site. They need to gamble it. Summer, he's going to take contact. And okay, Wild King, this is unfair now. We've spoken about this. You can't be doing that. You can't have your teammates walking away from you and then you just peek out and one-tap the player on site.
I think it's a cool guys don't look at explosion situation here. As attacker, they haven't got the fuse kit. They're certainly looking around to see where Wings Up are, or off site right now, ready to go for the retake of sorts. Attacker is going to fake out, gets the first kill, but not the second.
It was the fact that Child King died as well. I was like, I saw him die, and I went, oh, the round's over. And I was like, oh, wait, there are other players on.
It's not the King of the Hill.
Okay, yeah, I was saying, I was like, okay, there actually are other players on the server, so we got to take into consideration for that. But TYLOO, they need to win 7 in a row now. Yes, my math is right. 7 in a row to bring us to overtime flawlessly. It's
See, in
not
school,
exactly...
I never thought I'd be having to use maths for video games, but here we are.
Yeah, I know. It seems ironic. I was like, I don't have to use maths. I play video games. But then turns out you do. It's really annoying. However, as I was saying, this is not exactly the best buy to do it with. Slowly, your star fragger has a deagle. There's 3 ONSs and an MP9 and 3 flashbangs with 130 seconds left on the clock. I wouldn't be smiling right now if I was TYLOO, I'll be honest.
Oh, I think I would have a big old grimace on my face. Especially knowing, as we know, that Child King is just heartbeats away, takes 1 life, and that's Summer extinguished. Then goes down as attacker grabs 2, can't make the 3rd. The B site is laid bare, and it's down to Slowly and Dan King to turn this one somehow. I
think, yeah, this is going to be very, very hard. Slowly and Dan King, it's a dastardly duo. But with what weaponry, with what kit, with what's... I mean, the weaponry's now been upgraded. Slowly's got an A1S. He's going to be taking these first 1v1s on LAN, and he just needs to make sure he doesn't either die or just actually get the frag, throws a flashbang out, and the problem is, as I was saying, no kit. They can't hang around for too long. The time is ticking down, and Slowly is just stuck up in cave here, and as alongside that, Dan King, he won't be able to win his fight. And TYLOO, somehow do not win their map pick. Wings Up and TYLOO trade out their map picks, and we're going over to Dust 2, Pete.
And Child King, of course, making it up past 30 in that game. A truly ridiculous performance. But it does feel, for Wings Up, even if they didn't have Child King performing at that kind of absurd level, we were still seeing really, really strong performances across the board.